and welcome to 2018. Today is the 2nd of January and we've started to put the Christmas decorations away. So it'll be goodbye from the Christmas tree until December 2018. So yesterday, the 1st of January, I had a really lazy day and thoroughly enjoyed it. I lazed about in my PJs, watched a couple of movies, which I don't often do. So I really enjoyed just relaxing yesterday. So today, it's back on it, trying to get back into a routine. I mean, honestly, it's one day Christmas Day and it just knocks you right out of your routine. But we're back on it. I want to say at this point that at the end of my video, my New Year's Eve video, I ended it by, you know, the thank you and for the support. Do you know, I know I like to keep my videos real, right? I do. I'm very much about keeping things real. But my eyelash was kind of came unstuck and it looked awful, and I thought there's keeping it real and there's looking pathetic. So I edited that out. So at this point I want to say a real big thank you to all of you that support my channel. It means so much to me. The thumbs up, the amazing feedback I get, the wonderful friendships. I've said this before, you know, your comments do mean a lot to me. When you don't leave a comment, and I'm used to seeing your comments, I worry about you. Last night I got a comment from a friend who I hadn't heard from in a while, and I was so happy to see her comment and just to know that she was okay. So a big thank you. I want to wish you all the best for 2018. Most importantly, I wish you good health and happiness. I think if you have these two things, you can't ask for anything more in life. I'm now going to continue, well actually I say I'm going to continue, it's actually my husband that's kind of done most of the work so far. So I'm going to kind of help him to put away the Christmas decorations, try and get the house sorted. Here we go, trees away, just to hoover now, all the decorations away, just Christmas flowers left. Here we go, getting back to normal. Alright. I'm going to put away the Christmas jumpers, the Christmas dresses and all that. There we go, all getting boxed up for next year, God willing. Doesn't matter how much you check and double check, there's always one decoration left. There you go. That's it, it's done. House is being cleaned, dusted, hoovered, decorations away. Husband is trying to do house insurance, and not an easy task because of my bags. And all it leaves now is to finish off leftovers like so. You know, it would be a shame to leave it sitting in the fridge. And then there's all those dips that we buy. And what do you do with the mince pies, the Christmas pudding and all of that? still have some of the old Louis Vuitton inserts, so I just add these, and these are the ones that separate. These are the ones that separate each month, so I just keep them. So that's the agenda completed. So as you can see, I still have the gold. I kept some of the old Louis Vuitton refills, so that gives you a bit of the gold effect there. And that's what the pink looks like. Here we go. So all I have to do now is fill in all the dates. Good morning and welcome to the 3rd of January. It is Wednesday and I'm going to do my first gym session of the year. I was there on Saturday. I just did a step class on Saturday. Yesterday in Scotland it's still a holiday, so classes hadn't properly resumed, but today it's starting to get a wee bit more normal. Roads are still very quiet and I am leaving a bit later this morning. It's kind of a later class. I would have already done one by this time, but that one wasn't on, so it's about 9:05 at the moment. My class is at 9:30. It's a body pump class, so I need time to set up my weights and all of that. So yeah, today plan is we are babysitting Georgie. Her mum and dad off to do an overnight in Edinburgh, so we'll have Georgie overnight. You know, I was looking at Instagram this morning and I was looking at all the New Year posts, people celebrating. We were out on New Year's Eve, as you would probably have seen my last vlog if you've watched it. But we kind of went out a bit early. My son and daughter-in-law went out for the evening, so we just looked after Georgie. So she was a wee bit restless because she was totally out of her routine. I took her up to kind of try and settle her and slept through the bells. So at midnight my husband tried to wake me up. He kind of came in and my son had phoned from Milton Keynes, but I was like, I'm ready, let me sleep. And funnily enough, the last time I did that was when I gave birth to George. I'd given birth to George. The nurses came in at the bells, which is midnight, and like, come on, come and have a glass of wine, bring in the new year. I was like, no, leave me alone, please, I want to sleep. So yeah, that's what babies do to me. So that's it. So I'm off to the gym now and nothing else really. I'm back from the gym. I did 2 classes in the end. I did my pump and I did my grit with weights as well. So good start to the new year. Got a lot of concealer going on. So do you know what, I was looking at I was watching everybody's wish lists and things, and I'm struggling to make up a wish list. To be honest, I struggle not to use my Chanel bags. Since buying my Chanel bags, they're the ones I tend to use the most. I hardly ever use my Gucci bags now. I mean, like, I'll use a Gucci bag if I'm going to the hairdressers, but when I'm out, I tend to gravitate to my Chanel bags. So when I look at a bag to buy a bag, I compare it to my Chanel bag and I ask the question, would I use this bag over my Chanel bag? Is anybody, I don't know, is it just me? And I've never been one for changing out my bag. Like I've mentioned before, I was always the type that would get a designer bag for Christmas, matching purse, wallet, whatever you want to call it, for my birthday, which is a couple of months later, and use that bag all year. So, you know, like now when I go out, it tends to be either my boy bag. I've made an effort to use my boy bag because again I kept using my Chanel Jumbo all the time. So I am really struggling with bags now. I love the diorama when I was in London, but I thought, would I use this over my classic flaps? And the answer is no. I do want to get a bag to match my Manolo Blahnik shoes, but again, that'll be a going out bag, so I don't want to spend £3,000, £4,000, £5,000 on a bag that I'm only going to use on an occasion. So the struggles, I know. Anyway, that's my thoughts on a wish list, and honestly, top of my wish list is I need to get houses organised, lands organised, that kind of thing. So that's kind of on my mind. Just I'm in the process of, like you probably have seen, trying to sort out the house in Cyprus. That's the roof now being fixed. So the paint is to go in as well. That's the update so far on the house in Cyprus. So wish list, I don't know. It's like the gilet. It wasn't on my wish list. I had seen it. I'd looked at a few, then I'd seen that one in Reese and knew that was the one for me. Tried other ones on and no. So, you know, so for me a wish list is if I see something and it, as Minnie would say, makes your heart sing, then that's what's going on the wish list. But to sit down and write a wish list, you know, apart from like things like a new kitchen, things like that, luxury items, if I see something and I want it, I still kind of like the long dangly Chanel earrings, but again, I'm not sure about them because I don't like to have too many of one thing. So I've got my Dior earrings, which I use. I have gold earrings, you know, I have fine jewellery, so I don't know what's in my wish list. So that's my wish list. Load of rubbish, I know. So yeah, I'm waiting for my granddaughter to arrive. Normally I would give my mum her lunch about now, but I can't wake her up. We're having more and more of these days just now. That's how dementia goes. I've also made myself some water and apple cider because apparently it's supposed to be really good for you, and I actually don't mind the taste of it. Not as good as a glass of wine. So Georgie has arrived. Hiya! Where's your mummy going? Hiya. Is she going to Edinburgh? Is she? Your daddy on the phone. There's mummy looking all glamorous. Look, she's got her Balmain t-shirt on, her Gucci belt. See your Gucci belt. And what are your jeans?
River Island.
River Island jeans. Boots. Dune boots. Oh, are they from Dune?
Yeah.
Very good. Looking very lovely. Yeah, she's gonna. What makeup are you gonna show? She's gonna show me her new makeup. What is it? Your Becca?
Becca.
What is it?
And that's the primer.
Ooh.
Is that quite glowy?
Yeah, but it's not overboard because some of them I think just now are like too glowy. You can't see it in this. I don't get my skin in it, my tan needs taken off.
Oh, looks lovely. What? Lisa? Good morning and welcome to the 4th of December. I've been to the gym and back. Georgie had a bit of a restless night, but she's all up and ready to go now. She's all dressed up. She's got a beautiful frou-frou skirt on. Yes. Are you standing? Are you standing now? You big girl, Georgie. Bravo! Yeah, clever girl. Oh, the dog is saying, welcome to the 5th of December. So I decided I would end the vlog with an outfit. And it's the same dress that I had on for New Year's Eve. I've decided to put the brooch, the Chanel brooch, just here on the neckline as opposed to the side, which is where I had it the last time. This time I'm wearing long boots because it's a little more casual. I have accessorized it with my Chanel bag this time, my jumbo, and my silver Hermes, and then just the usual stack of jewellery and my Dior earring. My eyes, I have Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder, and then again that's the same highlighter that I use, and on my lips I have Chanel on my nails, and I'm gonna wear my gilet again. So we're off out for Japanese again with some friends. Catch you later.